Forsaken, you have outdone yourselves with this update. It is actually insane. I'm not even like joking around either. I actually enjoyed this update. It was so good, dude. The Friday the 13th slasher update. Yes. As we know, every Friday the 13th, Forsaken does this little titty daddy update. And they buff slasher. They mega buff slasher. Every time Forsaken goes around and does one of these events, I'm just going to say it, it hasn't been good. I don't think most of the Friday the 13th slasher events have been good. They've been okay. The last one we had was not good, though. Why could I get one-shotted by Gashing Wound? Tell me this now. Tell me how that's remotely fair. And tell me why they didn't shut down the servers and reset all the servers. I don't know. But we're not going to be talking about those today. I mean, we might. But we're more mainly going to be talking about the newest Friday the 13th update, which completely changed how these events are probably going to be done. For the better. For the better. Also, I've seen some people that are like, this update isn't that good at all. So just keep in mind, this is my own opinion. Don't hate on me for my opinion. I guess let's get into it. I'm Haylo. I'm your host, Haylo. And let's get into this video about Friday the 13th. So, as you guys know, Forsaken updated. Woo! With their Friday the 13th, whatever. Yeah, I said it in the intro. And you might be thinking, why do I think it's the best why do I think it's the best Friday the 13th update they've done? And to know why, first we gotta break down the other Friday the 13th events they've done. So, for all the Friday the 13th events, it's been the same thing. Slasher getting mega buffed. I'm like, yeah, that's pretty cool. It's like a one-day thing where he gets buffed. And I think that's actually pretty cool that Forsaken took the time out, like, does stuff like this. It actually cares to give, like, little mini events like this. It's pretty cool. But I just don't like the way they handled it. They handle it really not so well. All they did is they buffed Slasher, and I guess they'll be fine, but the buffs, at least for the last one, they were not fun to play as a survivor at all. It was so bad, because Gashing Wound insta-killed. Really? Insta-kill? Are we serious? Insta-kill. What are we doing? I don't understand how Forsaken thought that'd be a good idea. And all of his other moves, I guess, are fine, but it was really not fun to play as a survivor during those days. Yes, days, because they didn't shut down the servers to like remove the buffs. They just kept the servers open. They didn't reset the servers at all. I'm like, really? I just don't understand why they couldn't click one button and reset the servers, because we had to keep these stupid buffs for more than a day, and it was just like made the game unfun to play for a day. And I barely played a lot. I don't play Forsaken that as much, but still. Just because it's only there for a day doesn't mean it can't be annoying. Now that I've said my piece on the past Friday the 13th events, let's get into the newest one, shall we? Yes. I don't know how Forsaken team did this, but playing Friday the 13th this time has been fun, for me at least, playing Killer and Survivor. I don't know how that's I didn't think that could be possible with Forsaken Friday the 13th events, because all the other times, it's been terrible playing as Survivor. But it was actually fun to play as a Survivor. You want to know why? Because instead of just giving them a ton of random fucking buffs, they actually made it fun. They put effort into it and made it like they basically made a whole new game mode, which really that was awesome. Like this event playing a slasher just felt like a whole new game mode, if anything. And it's one of the best times I've had playing Forsaken in a while, because it was actually refreshing to get something new and not just he gets all of his moves do 100 damage. Oh no. What they did for this event, they turned it into like a hide and seek game mode, basically. They basically turned it into a Friday the 13th simulator. Slasher can't sprint, but he has higher walk speed. He has 1,000 stamina, which doesn't really do anything, I guess. It's only for whatever, Raging Pace. Raging Pace turns you invisible, and so you can sneak up on players. And your abilities, like, the abilities aren't just hyper buffed. They're just like the normal abilities, but they're not hyper buffed. The only one that's really like hyper buffed is Raging Pace, because it turns you invisible, and it's basically your only way of sprinting. But that's not really a problem, because Slasher can, because he's just fast. I don't know. His normal walk speed makes him faster, and it's just whenever Slasher would get near a survivor, they'd become highlighted. It's actually really good, really cool. Slasher doesn't have a light, though, on the other hand, so he can't really see much unless he has the survivor's highlight. Survivors, they don't get like debuffed or anything, but they are also in the same darkness, and they're in the same darkness, and they all get like flashlights, like not like the actual flashlight item, but they get like lights around them to help them see, to help them a little bit more on the like sneak thing. If Jason or Slasher, whatever you call him, if he is in Raging Pace, it will turn the entire screen red for everyone. And if your screen starts shaking, that means he's close by. I think is a really cool. You basically just have to guess where he is and dodge him. But like, I think this can become a real game mode if they balance it a little bit more. Because I'm gonna say it's a little unfair, but that's the point. It's a special day for Slasher. He's gonna be a little bit overpowered, and that's fine. And I really like this game mode, being a survivor too, because it felt like anticipation, I guess. You didn't know where anything was, basically, and if the killer like showed up out of nowhere, it was like an actual surprise, and it just felt really fun to play as survivor and killer. Yeah, I don't know. I think the main thing about this that makes it really fun is like it was just a new thing. It was Forsaken. The reason I like Die of Death so much is because, or one of the reasons I like Die of Death so much is because it has custom game modes, and it makes it replayable, and it's like just not the same game loop over and over. The boring just survive from the killer. You actually have other stuff you can do, like fucking Gunslinger, where you try to actually kill the killer. That is fun. I like that. Or One Bounce, where everyone's a killer and they have to fight off each other. That's fun. I like those. That's actually a fun thing. This is basically a new game mode, and it's awesome because it makes it more fun than just the basic game loop. Even if it's unbalanced, it's better than having nothing at all. And it's really, because Forsaken hasn't done a game mode thing. I don't think they've done anything like this, ever. It was awesome. And also, another reason why I like this so much is everything that Jason got on here. He didn't just get his, like, whole new game mode thing. He got a custom chase theme, I'm pretty sure. I'll have to check that again, I don't remember. He got the old LMS, whenever going into LMS with him. And he got a custom kill animation where he snaps your neck and your entire screen goes black. That's sick, dude. Like, that's actually really cool. And I don't know why they don't do more stuff like this. More game modes, more anything. It would make the game a lot more fun than it is right now. If we had more game modes, I hope they do something like this with John Doe, because it would be awesome. Oh yeah, and his model. I forgot to say, his base skin, like the default one, got replaced with, well, it didn't get replaced, but it got covered in, like, Spectre, like, corruption. And it looks really cool. The effects on it are really good. I really like the effects on it. And, oh yeah, Slasher, he was also just immune to everything. He was immune to stuns and immune to, like, slowness and whatever. I think that's a little unfair. He can quickly catch up with Raging Pace. So I'd say maybe make Raging Pace. If this was going to become an actual game mode, they should make Raging Pace a little less more time. And then make it so stuns do slowness instead of him actually getting stunned. Because if he gets slowed, how he already is, that could be like major like loss of speed and stuff. He'd get slowed and he'd get helpless for a few seconds. I think that should be it. I don't think he should get like actually stunned on a mode like this. But yeah, I don't think you can do any damage to him. And status effects, like all status effects don't work on him. So yeah, except for speed, obviously. It's just, I don't understand why we can't have more events like this. If they were for John Doe, they should do one of these for John Doe. I don't know what it would be like, but just like a new game mode, something, anything for John Doe. Like anything in general, because it's just really fun. This proves that new game modes like this can be really fun, and they haven't been doing anything with it. There's potential in these, and they just have been doing nothing with it. And it's kind of sad, but it's whatever. I guess that's it for right now. That's all I had to say really on these events. Thanks for watching and listening to me. Thanks for Second Team for this awesome event. And yeah, that's basically the end of my video. Goodbye.